Padandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudapatakalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagarjatam Sagagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padham Sagagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Anvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं नमामि विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद् पताकस्वामिन् नमाचरपदाय निताय कृपाप्रदायिने गौरकथा दामदाय नगरग्रामत्तारिणे। Hare Krishna. As we are relishing Tiruppāvai amazingly, and we are entering into the 19th day of the Mārgasirsha month, and to the 19th Pāsuram also, Āndāl Nachar has composed this Tiruppāvai with lots and lots of nectarian things, and each and every Acharya has relished it in their own style. As I yesterday said, so many Acharyas in the Sri Sampradaya have given Bhashyam. Bhashyam means the explanation for all these things so wonderfully. And Āndāl Nachiyar appeared in the 8th century in the Divya Desham, which is called as Srivilliputtur in Tamil Nadu. And she has been the daughter of Periyalvar. Both of them are 12 among the 12 Alvars. And Āndāl Nachiyar has been brought up altogether in the Krishna Bhakti from the beginning, because Vishnu Chitta, the other name of Periyalvar, was also immersed into Krishna Bhakti, making wonderful flower garlands for the local temples, Vatapatra Shai. So Āndāl Nachiyar was wearing regularly before it goes to the temple, and father was upset on seeing one day, and he kept that one and made another garland. But the Lord Vatapatra Shai, he said, I want the same one which was worn by Āndāl Nachiyar. So this way she got another name which is called as Sudi Kodutha Chudarkodi. Āndāl Nachiyar as such was completely in the mood of Vrindavana, and whatever she advocated was completely like the gopis, and she has been inviting all the villages, all the Kumarikas to join her to do the Nakara Sankirtan in the early mornings of Margashirsha. This is the important Brahma Muhurta. And while she is waking up, she used to sing the varieties of songs, all from the Tiruppāvai, which is waking up. And the first 5 Pāsurams are completely introduction. The next are waking of the gopis. Now we saw in the next 4, 5, we are looking into the waking up of Nanda Baba and so on. So in this sequence, when we look at it, 16, 17, 18, Āndāl Nachiyar is glorifying Yashoda, sorry, Nanda Baba, as we see in the first verse. And similarly, in 18, 19, 20, Āndāl Nachiyar will be glorifying Nappinai, who is none other than Nila Devi. Actually, when we look at it, this is a very important verse today, because Parasara Bhattar was so much attracted to the verse which we are going to read today. So this way, Āndāl Nachiyar completely was in deep Krishna Bhakti, and she finally married Lord Ranganatha Swami, who came from Sri Rangam, and he is called as Ranga Mannar in this Sivaliputtur. So she has contributed so much, and this Pāsuram 30s plus her Nachiyar Tirumali appear in the first 1000 of the 4000 verses of Divya Prabandham, what they call it in the Sri Sampradaya. So before getting into the Pāsuram today, let us sing the wonderful Tanyans, and this Tanyans also connected to today's verse. So as we read the very first verse, which was composed by Parasara Bhatta, it is completely in the mood of the Pāsuram number 19, today's one. So you can understand the meaning of these two similarities. Okay, so that will be explained later. So let us get into the Taniyans first. Nila Tungastha Nagari Tadi Suddha Mudbhotya Krishnam Parardhyam Swam Shruti Sata Sirasiddha Madhyapayanti Sochishtāyam Srajani Ghalitam Ya Bhalakrutya Bhunkte Godatasye Nama Idam Idam Bhuya Evastu Bhuyaha. Here, Parasara Bhatta is talking about Krishna, and he is keeping his lotus face on the chest of Nila Devi, that is Napinai, and he is also tied by the wonderful, glorious Tiruppāvai Pāsurams, which attracted him. So this way, both sides, the divine couple Krishna and Napinai and the wonderful Āndāl Nachiyar also glorifies in this particular Taniyans. Moving on to the next one. அன்னவயல் புதுவை ஆண்டாள் அரங்கற்கு பன்னு திருப்பாவை பல்பதியம் இன்னிசையால் பாடிக் கொடுத்தாள் நற்பா மாலை பூமாலை சூடிக் கொடுத்தாளை சொல்லு சூடிக் கொடுத்த சுடற்கொடியே தொல்பாவை பாடியொருளவல்ல பல்வளையாய் நாடினீர் வெங்கடவர்க்கு என்னை விதியன்ற இம்மாற்றம் நாங்கடவா வண்ணமே நல்கு. So let us get into the Pāsuram. I request today Aishwarya Gopala Krishnan to sing the Pāsuram today.
Hare Krishna, yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I will not be able to turn on video, Prabhuji. I hope it's okay.
Sorry?
I'm not able to turn on video, Prabhuji. There is some problem.
No problem. Carry on.
Hare Krishna. குத்து விளக்கெரிய கோட்டுக்கால் கட்டில் மேல் குத்து விளக்கெரிய கோட்டுக்கால் கட்டில் மேல் மெத்தென்ற பஞ்ச சயனத்தின் மேலேறி மெத்தென்ற பஞ்ச சயனத்தின் மேலேறி கொத்தலர் பூங்குழல் நப்பின்னை கொங்கை மேல் வைத்து கிடந்த மலர் மார்பாவாய் திரவாய் கொத்தலர் பூங்குழல் நப்பின்னை கொங்கை மேல் வைத்து கிடந்த மலர் மார்பாவாய் திரவாய் மைத்தடம் கண்ணினாய் நீ உன்மணாளனை மைத்தடங்கண்ணினாய் நீ உன்மணாளனை எத்தனை போதும் துயிலழ ஒட்டாய் காண் எத்தனை போதும் துயிலழ ஒட்டாய் காண் எத்தனை ஏலும் பிரிவாற்ற கிள்ளையால் எத்தனை ஏலும் பிரிவாற்ற கிள்ளையால் தத்துவமன்று தகவேலோரெம்பாவாய் தத்துவமன்று தகவேலோரெம்பாவாய்
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Very nice.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Vasant Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. You can continue, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. As I explained, this Pāsuram also has got relevance to the Guru-Shishya relations, which is also explained here. So before getting into the synonyms, let us read the Pāsuram once. Kuttu vilakkeriya kottukal kattil mel mettendra panchasayanatin meleri Kottalar Pungural Napinnai Kongai Mel Vaitukidanda Malar Marba Vaitiravai Maitadang Kanninai Ni Un Manalanai Ettanai Podum Tuilarotai Kan Ettanayelum Pirivu Artillaya Ettanayelum பிரிவாற்றிக்கில்லாயால் தத்துவம் அன்று தகவேலோர் எம்பாவாய். So let's get into the first word by word. Kuttu vilakku. Kuttu vilakku means the lamp with wick which will stand. Almost different sizes are available and different metals are also available. So that's called Kuttu vilakku. Generally, this Kuttu vilakku will have 5 sides of the faces. So this is generally lit when there is a big program to inaugurate. They all invite big chief guests and others to light this lamp. So similar to that is Kuttu vilakku. Area means when it is glowing. Kotu kal. Kotu means it talks about the tusk which was removed by Krishna from the elephant called the Kovalaya. Then Kal, that becomes the leg. Kattil, the cart. Then male on top of it. Mettendre, it is so soft. Mettendre. Panchasayanatin. Shayana means as we lie on the bed. Pancha means there are 5 special qualities for this bed. Male eri, climbing onto that. Eri means climbing. Okay, male means on top. Kottalar Pungural. Kottu alar. So it's a bunch. Pungural. Bunch of flowers worn on the hair of Napinnai. Napinnai, as I told you, Nila Devi. Kongai male means on the bosom. Vaitu Kidanda. Vaitu means rested. Kidanda means lying down. Malar Marbha, whose broad chest is filled with flowers. At the other time, you can explain it as also the broad chest of the Lord. Vaitiravai. So now she is telling Āndāl Nachar and her friends to open the mouth of Napinnai. When her about to answer was there, Krishna stopped her from answering. Vaitiravai, there is another explanation is when she tried to open the door, Krishna stopped her. Then Maitadam Kanninai. Mai means the collyrium or kajal. Tadam means on the eyes. Kan means eyes. So anointed with kajal, Maitadam Kanninai. Ni un manalanai. Your dear Lord Krishna. Ettanai podum. Ettanai means unlimited. Ettanai podum means time. Tuyilarattai. Tuyilera ottai. Tuyilera ottai means will not allow him to wake up. Can't. Then it talks about Yattana Yelum. So under no circumstances, Yattana Yelum. Pirivu Artik Pirivata Killayal. Pirivata Killaya. Pirivu means separation. Arta Killayal does not want to allow him to go. That is separation between the Divya Dampatis. Tattvam. Tattvam here, it defines about the true meaning of the Param Satya, or another way it is also mentioned as the Surupa. And Andr means along with that. Tagavu means it talks about the Swabhava. So these two qualities belongs to Nappinai, the divine consort of Lord Krishna. Elorem Bhava. So this is the meaning of this word by word. So let us get into the translation. On a bed distinguished for its comforts of height and width, coolness, whiteness, and softness, spread on a cot with ivory leg supports and surrounded by clusters of wicks burning bright, lies Nila Devi with bunches of blooming flowers, decorating plaits of her tresses and close to her sleeves. Krishna with his broad bosom pressing her bosom. O Krishna, won't you open your mouth and speak? O Nila Devi, how impressive are you, your large eyes decorated with collyrium. How long will you prevent your lover from rising, not to endure separation from him, even for a while? Is inconsistent with your nature and your characteristics tendency. So this is a wonderful Pāsuram. So as we are reciting every day the Taniyam, Taniyan we are reciting. No? So if you look at the translation of the Taniyan, let us get into that. Then we will come back to the Pāsuram, because at the beginning I explained this Parasara Bhattar, one of the Acharyas in the Sri Vaishnavism, he was impressed, or he was so attracted to this particular Pāsuram. With that only he wrote this Taniyan of Āndāl Nachiyar. So as we are looking at it, Nila Tungasya Nagari Saditasus Tadisuddham Udbhotya Krishnam. Nila means Nila Devi. Tungat Sthana means the bosom. Nagari Tadisuddham Udbhotya Krishnam. So who is keeping his lotus face on bosom of Nila Devi? Krishna. Parardhyam Sam Shruti Sata Saira Siddhamatyavayanti. So next one is the wonderful composition of Tiruppāvai, the garland, which attracted Krishna. So now what they are telling, Swachishtayam Sarajani Galitam. So you are here to make us your eternal servant. Sarajani Galitam Yabala Krutya Bhunkte is to always relish the association of devotees and serve the devotees. Godatasye Namaidamidam. So you, Goda Nachyar, please give us the opportunity. So this is the way it was explained. And but as I told you, Parasara Bhattar was so impressed on the today's Pāsuram. Today's Pāsuram also similarities lots are there. As I told you, Krishna is keeping his lotus face on the bosom of Napinai or Nila Devi. And again, when we talk about the rest of the description of the Pāsuram, it talks about the beautiful garland and other things, and where Manar Marba we are talking, the wide chest of the Supreme Lord, broad chest of the Lord. So here also it is talking about Krishna is attracted by the beautiful garland made by Āndāl Nachiyar, both the flower garland as well as the Tiruppāvai garland. So, and what is the essence of it is please allow us to be your servant eternally. There also, Andal Nachar and the Gopis are requesting Napinnai, please allow us to be in the association of Krishna and serve you both eternally. So there are so much of similarities between these two verses. As I told you, based on this verse only, Parasara Bhattar composed this Tanyan. So getting back to the Pāsuram, let us try to analyze it more. On a bed, distinguished for its comforts of height and width, coolness, whiteness, and softness. So the bed, what is mentioned here, Mettendra Panchasayanatin. Shayanam generally should be on the floor for us because austerities are meant for us. And the Lord will always have a wonderful Shayana or the bed. As we know that when it comes to Vishnu form, he has the wonderful bed on the Adishesha or Sankarshna. But here, Āndāl Nachiyar is lying down and Krishna is also lying along with her on a bed which has got five specialities of that. What is that? One is the height, width. It's so good. It is so wide. Then coolness. Sorry. Nowadays, the beds, what we are getting is purely based on fiber or whatever you call it as. It gets more heat and gives more of trouble to us. But here it gives coolness because it's made up of complete cotton, real cotton, not the artificial cotton. And again, since it is made up of cotton, it is damn white as pearl or whatever you call it as, right? So it is whiteness also. Then softness comes because it is pure cotton, not the cushion. So in any cushion you lie down, you go almost 1 inch down, 1 feet down, then you have to come back. But here, this is not the one. The moment we lie down, it is so soft. But as I told you, this is for the Lord, and it has got all the 5 great specialities of this cotton bed. And how about the cot? Because when the bed is there, it should be on a cot, right? So the cot is not only made up of wood, but it has got a special legs. What are the legs? These are the legs of the ivory of the elephant. Krishna killed the coleopid, and all the 4 legs of the cot is made up of ivory. So such a rich one. So surrounded by clusters of wicks burning right. So as I told you from the beginning, what is that? Kuttuvilakeriya. Kuttuvilakeriya means this is the lamp or the big ghee lamp which is glowing, and it is so tall and it is giving so much of light to everywhere. Then what does it say? On this wonderful bed, Nila Devi is lying down, and when she is telling, please open the door, she was about to open the door. But interestingly, Krishna stopped her and asked her to lie down for some more time. Here, the definitions are so wonderfully mentioned because if Nila Devi opens the door, then all the credit and all the mercy from Nila Devi will go to Āndāl Nachiyar and the gopis who are waiting outside to wake them up. So Krishna purposely made him. So immediately what Krishna did, Krishna again lied down on the bed along with her, and he is keeping his lotus face on her bosom. And again, this time, the description of Āndāl Nachiyar is also given here because already when she was about to open, she was stopped by Krishna. This time when Āndāl Nachiyar pleases her, then there is a possibility she can come up again, or she can recommend Krishna to open the door. See, as we see in all the sampradaya, the Guru Shishya, right? As I told you in the beginning, here Nappinai, Nila Devi, acts as a wonderful guru, spiritual guru, and she recommends all the cases to the Lord. So this is why Āndāl Nachiyar and the gopis are glorifying the divine couple. Primarily, they are glorifying Nappinai, Niladevi, in turn, who is recommended to Krishna to associate with all the jivas, accept them for his eternal services. So this way we can understand. Now Āndāl Nachiyar is glorifying her beauty. And what is the beauty? She has got a wonderful tress of hairs. And what is that? It is made up of, sorry, it's not made up. And what is worn on the head? She is wearing kottalar. Kottalar. Kottalar means when they pluck the flowers from the plants, flower plants, many of you might have noticed, always it comes as bunch. When it comes as a bunch, something would have been blossomed, something would be a bud. But under what Napina is wearing, she is wearing a bunch, and both blossomed flowers as well as the buds are all both together in that. So this is the way, and how it is so fragrant it is. Kottalar, what is it? Kamarum. Kamarum means what? The fragrance comes on that. So this is a very important aspect, because yesterday also we were talking. So one can understand the importance of the flowers and the tress, what is mentioned. So as I explained to you yesterday, it's always traditional for all the women in the Bharatvarsh, they have to have flowers on their head. So this is also once again explaining Kottalar Punkudal, and what they are telling now, Nappinai, Nappinai again, and sorry, Nila Devi, Kongai male. So Krishna is keeping his chest on her bosom, and Vaittikadanda, because he is lying down, because the relationship between the divine couple is so wonderful. And when these things are explained, one should not think why are all ultimate things are explained here. Say these are all highly confidential, and these are all very, very secret. One should understand from the transcendental perspective, not from the material perspective. So similarly, even in the Rasa dance, Prabhupada explains one should look at it from the transcendental perspective. One should not look at it from the material perspective, because once if they think something on the material perspective, then it is dangerous for them. If they are able to relish it from the transcendental perspective, then they are removed of all their sins and anomalies. All the dirts will be removed from their heart. So that's why here it is very, very confidential, and one should look at it that way only. So as we see here, Maittanam Kanninai. So again further, Āndāl Nachiyar is describing about her beautiful eyes. So her eyes are anointed with the coryllium. So as we saw yesterday also, if somebody wants to see the Lord, they have to have complete pure love. And then only the eyes can see the Lord. So generally there will be a question why Krishna is not visible to us. So Brahmaji gives a wonderful reply on that. What is that? Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. Here also, Nappinai has got a wonderful collyrium anointed eyes. And what is that? Further, she talks about Āndāl Nachiyar. You are not ready to leave him alone. You want to be associating with him all the time. So immediately, Āndāl Nachiyar and the Kumarika, they are crying out, please let us also serve him. Let us also have the Bhagavat Anubhav. We have been observing the Vrata for this purpose only, to associate with him all the time. And we are requesting you again and again, please allow us and please open the door. Then further, Āndāl Nachiyar is telling, Tuyilala Ottai Khan. And further, what does she say now? Ettanayelum pirivu aatra killayal. That means Nappinai does not want to separate from Krishna. So she wants to be always with the Lord. As we see in the Narayana and Lakshmi also, Lakshmi ji always remain at the lotus feet, massaging the lotus feet of the Lord. She doesn't want to leave it for a moment. Similarly, we have seen in Ramayana, Lakshmana does not want to leave Rama because he wants to serve the Lord all the time. So this is the mood of a pure devotee of the Lord. So here also, Āndāl Nachar and her friends are repeatedly requesting Nappinai to please allow us, keep the door open so that we can have association and we also can serve Krishna, get our parai. What is that parai? Ultimate, going back to Godhead. So this way, this separation is not liked by Nappinai, and Āndāl Nachar and the gopis are also requesting, please do that, open the door. While saying so, at the last line, there is a lots of philosophical things which we have to understand here is Tattvam. Tattvam means Parattattvam, the Supreme Lord. That's one aspect. The other aspect is Surupa. See, as we see in the many of the lectures, Prabhupada says Swarupa. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what does he say? Jivera Swarupa hoy, Nityera Krishna Das. So here, Nappinai or Nila Devi, her Swarupa is always recommending others to serve the Lord, and she herself also serves the Lord. So this is her Swarupa, eternally serving the Lord. Andra Tahava. Tahava means here it talks about the characteristics of the servant. So here, as a servant, if you look at it, it is very clear they will have mercy because they are the servant of the Lord. So the swabhava of the devotee or the servant of the Lord should be like this. They should allow others also to serve. Generally, I can connect it with the Guru Shishya also a little later. Let me complete it. So this way, Āndāl Nachar and the gopis along with her were requesting Nila Devi to allow them open the door to associate with the Lord and have the Bhagavat Anubhava. So this is a very important verse, and in that further there are few more points which we have to understand, as I told you repeatedly. This is a very confidential subject, and as we know from the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam also, Prabhupada explains again and again, time and again, what does he say? Srimati Radharani is a confidential subject, and she is the Hladini Shakti of the Lord, and whatever the exchange between Krishna and Srimati Radharani is also similarly confidential. Here also the same way in Sri Vaishnavism, Āndāl Nachar and the Kumarikas maintain the same thing. What do they say? It's a very confidential subject, and the rasa or the Madhurya rasa which is exchanged between the divine couples are also confidential. So the eternal Jiva remains as a servant to the Supreme Lord, and the Lord forgives them for any offenses committed. But once the Lord accepts the Jiva, automatically the mother herself will point out and the Jiva will be qualified to serve the Lord. So this is what also we learn it from our Gaudiya Sampradaya. That means without Guru, one cannot approach Krishna. So Guru, when we get the opportunity to serve him, generally the disciples swarm the Guru and they don't want to leave others to serve Guru. So this is the tendency of us. Here also, Nappinai, being the eternal servitor of the Lord, she doesn't want to get separated from the Lord. That's why Āndāl Nachar also, what does she say? Pirivu Ātra Killaya. So this way, Nappinai's original nature is the servant or the eternal servant, and that is the Tattva. So the Jiva also should do the same thing, should be an eternal servant. Then the next aspect of it, so Guru Shishya, as I told you, the disciples always do that. Then the next aspect of it is Kadavu. Tagavelo. That Tagavu denotes the Swabhava or the behavior. Here, when we say devotees, we should have the primary quality, what is called as compassion, daya. As Āndāl Nachiyar and the gopis are requesting, this is not suitable for you because you are having so much of daya, please allow us to do. Here also, any disciple who gets the opportunity to serve Guru, automatically they should allow other disciples also. Similarly, when we are talking about the Guru, first he takes the position of the eternal servitor. And what does he do? That's first one is Tattva, the next one is Tagavu, means he has compassion for all his disciples. What compassion? Correct their mistakes, rectify them, make them perfect, remove all their, as I told you in the last verse also yesterday, he will remove all the dirty things within us and he will purify us and he will make us qualified to serve the Lord. So there he showers the compassion. That is the nature or the Swabhava. So two aspects. Tattva means the Surupa, which is eternal servant, and Tagavu means, which talk about the Swabhava, which is the compassion or the Daya. So this way, this Pāsuram connects with the wonderful Guru Shishya Parampara. Also, there is one more aspect of Guru Shishya Tattva also, which is explained by Āndāl Nachiyar in this verse, in the another perspective. What does it say? Kuttu vilakkariya kottu kaal kattil mel. That means Kuttu vilakkariya. Vilakkariya means what? It is lighting and it is bringing lots of brightness and it removes darkness. So Guru is the one who removes all our darkness, ignorance, and who brings brightness, knowledge. Then Kottu Kal Kattil Mel. So Guru is where he is sitting. He is sitting on a chair. And how the chair is? It is made up of 4 wonderful legs. And what are the 4 legs of the chair? It is the 4 Vedas and the other scriptures. Then Mettanda Panchasayanathil Meleri. So he is sitting on a wonderful philosophical explanations, which is very clear to everybody. Then it talks about Kottalar Pungudal. So here, when we talk about it, that Guru always associate with the Lord only. And while serving the Lord, he does not talk. Then what does he do? Maittanam Kanninai. So what does he do now? He has got wonderful eyes and his eyes are full of prema for the Lord. As I told you, what is that? Prema and Janachurita. So the Guru is having all the time anointed his eyes with the prema. So Unmalanane, who is his husband? The Lord. Right? So Tuilar Tai, because he doesn't want to be away from the Lord and he always wants to be with the Lord. So Pirivatar separation. The Guru does not want to be separated from the Lord. So these are the things which can be connected to a Guru Shishya connection also. From that perspective also we can see it. So as we are discussing on this, let us get into this separation. Separation is the one which one cannot take it. Even in the Sikshashtakam also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Yugayitam Nimeshena Chakshusha Pravrishayitam. So as we go to the temple, when we have the darshan, one should not close the eyes. They should keep their eyes wide open to see the beauty of the Lord. Because a momentary separation of the Lord, by closing our eyes, we lose, what is that? Yugayitam. So many yugas we are losing it. Right? So this way, there is a wonderful connection in this. Let us get into the Bhagavatam shlokas, which talks about today's separation. This comes in the 10th canto, 32nd chapter. As I was telling yesterday or day before about the Gopika Geetam, right? So 31st chapter is full of Gopika Geetam. And yesterday we saw Krishna was going with all the gopis. Suddenly only 4 steps were visible for the gopis who are watching. and they could judge, which is Krishna and the chief of the gopis or the leader of the gopis. Then after some distance, not even four footprints were there, only 2 footprints. Then they said, the Rajagopi said, Krishna is keeping his beloved lover on his shoulder. That's why only 2 steps are visible, and the 2 steps are also pressed into the floor, right? So like that, we saw that finally Krishna disappeared. So as he disappeared, they could not bear the separation. So this is the very toughest thing. But what is more important, the gopis were able to relish even in the separation. This is another bhava in the Madhurya Ras, right? So they were able to relish it, but they were crying out for the Lord. Viraha Tapa, right? So as we see in the Bhagavatam also, Panchadhyay, what is that? Panchadhyay, Rasa dance, right? So each and every chapter has got one importance. One is Rasa dance, one is the Gopika Gitam, like that it goes on. So as the Lord appeared before them, they are all very much pleased, right? So the shloka number is 10:30-14. Tatropavishto Bhagavan sa Ishvaro Yogeshwarantar Hridi Kalpita Sanaha Chakasa Gopi Parishadgato Chittaha Trailogya Lakshmi Yekapadam Vapur Dadat. Right. Tatropavishto. Upavishto means seated on that, right? So Bhagavan is sitting. Ishvaro Harihi, the ultimate supreme Lord or the controller of. And Ishvaro Harihi means who is the Yogeshwara. Yogeshwara means the master of mystics. Actually, always looking at it. The translation goes interestingly. Lord Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for whom the great masters of mystic meditation arrange a seat within their hearts, took his seat in the assembly of gopis. His transcendental body, the exclusive abode of beauty and opulence within the 3 worlds, shone brilliantly as the gopis worshipped. What is the word here? Trailokya Lakshmi. Lakshmi means beauty. Trailokya means of all the 3 worlds, he is the most beautiful. No? Even in the Rukmini Vivaha also, no? You remember that sloka which you always talk about is Shutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara. So here also Trailokya Lakshmi, it is explained here. So here what they are doing, great transcendentalist, they keep their heart very clean because the materialistic people, they have got 6 type of dirty things, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, so and so, so and so. And once it is removed, the heart becomes very clean. That's why in the Bhagavatam 2nd verse, Susrushibihi Takshanat. The moment it is clean, the Lord comes and takes his seat as if he is called for. Here also, the transcendentalists, there are so many transcendentalists, starting from Shiva, then Adishesha, so many great personalities. They keep it very clean and they keep a seat always for the Lord to reside. So this way, they kept it so clean, and in the assembly of all the gopis, the Lord took his seat. Similar to that, okay? Because this is a rasa dance. Again, his transcendental body, the exclusive abode. What is the meaning? Exclusive. Because eka means there is only one. There cannot be a second, right? So the beauty is how the opulence is in the 3 worlds, that is the topmost. And as he came and sat, all the gopis started worshipping him. So their heart contents, they had a wonderful Rasa Lila. Hare Krishna. So there is a connection in this also. We will get into the Bhagavatam, one more shloka, which talks about Bhishmadev, how he relished. It talks about the beauty of the Lord. or even in all the three worlds, everybody is looking for him. So here what does he say? Tribhuvana kamanam tamalavarnam ravikara gaurava rambaram datane vapuralaka kulavradhanabjam vapuralaka kulavnarthanabjam vijay sakhe ratirastimi anavadya kulavrutananabjam ananabjam. What is that? Face like a lotus. Abjam means lotus, right? Vapur alaka kulavrta, covered with so much of sandalwood paintings and makeup. Okay, so the translation here, how Bhishma Devi is relishing the beauty of the Lord. Sri Krishna is the ultimate friend of Arjuna. He has appeared on the earth in his transcendental body, which resembles the bluish color of the tamala tree. Tribhuvana Kamanam Tamala Varanam. His body attracts everyone in the three planetary systems. Understood? Same thing. So everywhere the description or the beauty of the Lord is explained here. As we saw here also in the Āndāl Pāsuram, what happened? Vaithu Kidanda Malar Malba. Malar Marma being, as I told you, it's a broad, wide chest and it is sprinkled with so much of flowers because Napine was wearing so much of kottalar. She was wearing so much of flowers. And as Krishna was keeping like that, so automatically all the flowers got touched to the chest of Supreme Lord. So may his glittering yellow dress and lotus face covered with paintings of sandalwood pulp be the object of my attraction. So as is the object of attraction for the three worlds, let it be the attraction for me too. Who is telling that? Bhishma Devi is glorifying it. And may I not desire fruitive results. So he does not want any fruitive result. What is that? That's why Vijay Sakhe Ratirastumi. Rati means beauty, attraction. Ratirastumi. Astumi means let it be so. Anavadya. Anavadya means which is the material desires or the material results, fruitive results. So this way, this beautiful Pāsuram has got so much of packed meaning in this. So one can understand how important it is. As I told you, Āndāl Acharya will be glorifying Nappinai in 18. That was yesterday. 19 she has glorified today. Tomorrow also Nappinai will be appearing in the Pāsuram. So with that, then next they will directly on Pāsuram number 21. They will wake up the Lord directly. Hare Krishna. Vasant Prabhu, where do we stand? Hare Krishna. Vasant Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
No
One minute, I'm closing, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
No,
Yeah.
no problem. Okay. In the meanwhile, we will pray for the devotees. And today is the birthday of Pranav Rasikananda Prabhu and Lavanya Mataji's son, second son. So his birthday for his more Krishna conscious services for the future. Wish you many, many more returns of the day. Pranava. Hare Krishna. Let's all pray for many people who are suffering in the Japan, what is that called, earthquake and so on. And so many other calamities are happening in different parts. Let's pray for all and let's all progress in Krishna Bhakti. This is also very important. So let's all chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra thrice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Chitra, are you there?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, yes Prabhu.
Okay, ma. I think so. Vasant Prabhu, can we hand over?